Hi everyone, welcome back to TSR, Thrift Sell Repeat. I'm Ellen, your friend in the thrifting business. I am your thrifting friend, and today I'm taking you along with me on a trip to Goodwill. It's a Goodwill that I have not been to before. It's one in Schaumburg, Illinois, and I really ended up liking this Goodwill. I first come in, and after I get my card, I notice this really cute metal three-tiered like little tray or um, table, I guess I should call it, table stand, and I wanted it, but the lady tells me that there's a sign on it that says it's not for sale. So we continue along to the purses. I don't know why, but I sort of have a set routine. I always seem to like to go to the purses first. I look around at them, see if there's any Vera Bradleys I like. And then I move on straight to the hard goods. So they had some really nice purses. I just didn't really see any for resale. And I don't need any additional new purses. This particular Goodwill too had a lot of boots. If you were into reselling, leather boots, cowboy boots, they seem to have a really nice selection. So, that's something to maybe think about in the future. It's just not my thing. I don't really sell clothes or shoes, um, really, or even purses, but I do like to look at them. Anyway, I head over to the hard goods area, and we're going to begin with this outer shelf, and I really don't see anything that catches my eye. Let me know in the comments below if I have missed something, if you see something that you think I should have picked up. I do like this coral teapot, but there's a chip, a crack. I leave it behind. I think I pretty much decide there's not much else that I want to see here. And so we will move on to the next aisle. And they have a beautiful book aisle, books. And they also have a nice basket aisle. I always look at the baskets because if I end up picking up a lot of items, instead of purchasing a bag, a lot of times I will just pick up a basket and I will have the cashier just put the items inside the basket. I don't know, for me, it just works better. The items don't seem to get damaged or chipped as much if I have them just put it in a basket as opposed to a bag. So I always take a look and see if there's a nice big basket that I could purchase. And I think unfortunately here I don't really see any, or one that I see that I like, I feel like it's priced too high. So at this point in time, I do not have a basket. I think I take a look at a couple of these. I think that one caught my eye right there on the bottom, but again, a craft bag too. But I think this is when I noticed that they really have a nice series of books. And they also had a really nice amount of artwork. Finally, when I turned to the artwork, they had really neat artwork. And they had these two particular pieces that, well, first I did like this picture of these children, and I seemed like I recognized that artist, but the frame was pretty damaged, and the picture itself had some icky stuff on it, and so I think I leave it. But I do notice these two frames that have this kind of gilded leaf motif. I think I show it to you here. It almost looked like it had like different crests on it. And I do notice these two beach photos, which I love. And I actually, for a brief minute, I think about possibly completely redoing my whole office. and maybe doing it in that beach theme because I never really liked the black and cream check that I have in my office. It just doesn't go with the other really light and bright colors in my house. But ultimately, I think I leave the beach pictures. And here I am kind of looking at these intriguing pictures, and I think this may have been a mistake to leave these behind. As I said, they were kind of like a gold gilded, um, I guess they're not crests, they're more like world maps. Um, Definitely may have been a mistake inside, but again, I am thinking it may have been a mistake to leave those. They were definitely different. I think they would have been very cool in a man's office, especially if, it's a guy that has a lot of maps or things like that in his office. Anyway, do small things with great love. I love that saying, but I leave that behind. And again, I'm looking through the rest of the artwork. They really had a lot of artwork and really nice quality artwork at this particular Goodwill. Just a huge amount of artwork. This was a really pretty print here, but I think the price may have been a little too high. But gosh, just a huge amount of paintings and prints. Be sure to leave me a comment below if you think I did goof in not picking up those map pictures. I really think that I probably did. Um, then I spot this cross stitch. Uh, it's a cross stitch piece of like a cottage, and I'm sorry I don't hold it more still. What is wrong with me? But you saw that went right in the cart, and the reason why I did that is because I always see other YouTubers, resellers, Teresa from I'm sorry, Tiffany from Thrifting Vegas, and Danny from The Niche Lady, and Karen from um, Lavender Clothesline. They always pick up those cross stitch pieces. They always do. So this was my first one I picked up. I'm gonna see what it is going to go for. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it on eBay or at the booth, but we'll talk about it more in depth later on in this video when I go through exactly what I picked up. I was happy to pick that up. I think it was $3.99, and like I said, it's my first piece like that. Um, I always look through the candle section just in case there's a hidden glassy baby. I do not find any on this trip. I actually haven't found any on any trip. But, I'm taking a look here at the candles section. This was a really nice Goodwill. I really, really enjoyed shopping there. I don't see much else on these particular shelves. Um, but again, as you're going through, let me know if you see something I missed. Let me know in the comments below. Sometimes you can find things in this candle kind of vase section, things that really shouldn't be there. I have had some luck in these sections, but I do not have any luck today. So as you can tell, I do voiceovers when I do these videos where I am actually filming in the stores. I just don't feel comfortable talking out loud in the stores. It's just not my thing. So I like to do the voiceover afterwards. I know, Danny and I think Tiffany, they do theirs kind of live or in real time. I'm just not comfortable doing that. So I do the voiceover after when I get home and I download the video. Um, Moving right along, we are in the sort of metal section. And again, I don't find anything in this section, but this leaf kind of intrigued me, but I was good. I didn't pick it up because I am really, really trying not to pick up any more carved wood pieces because I have excess inventory of carved wood pieces. I don't want to pick up any more of that until I sell what I have. I do find here a canister with strawberries on it that looks vintage to me. It's that coffee can. I'm sorry, coffee box right there. It's not a can. It's wood. And at first I wasn't gonna take it, and then I thought, no, I am gonna take it because a lot of people have a strawberry kitchen. I know my mother-in-law had a cottage. When I first met my husband, they owned a cottage where they would go to on weekends, and her kitchen at the cottage at the lake was all strawberries. She had strawberry drapes, she had strawberry kitschy, cookie canisters and everything in there. Placemats were strawberries. Her dishes were strawberries. So I do think strawberries are still popular for some people, and they do outfit out their kitchen in strawberries. And so I was thrilled to pick that up, and then I was even more thrilled to find the smaller piece which says tea on it. So it was two pieces that I found with the strawberries on it. And again, we'll talk about those more later in depth. I don't think I find anything else here on this shelf, and so we will move on to the next row. So I do not usually spend a lot of time on lamps. I know I love watching the Crazy Lamp Lady. If you haven't seen her, search for that on YouTube, the Crazy Lamp Lady. She's awesome. And she's one of the early resellers that did YouTube videos. And you will love her. I think she's a real sweetheart, and I love watching her videos. And she picks up a lot of items that are not lamps, but I think that's how she got her start. But I don't really focus too much on the lamps. I think they're a little too big to ship. I could probably put them in my booths, but it's just not really my thing. I don't know why I keep showing you the ceiling, but I think that's hysterical. Anyway, we're in the holiday section here, and I always like to look in the holiday section for anything Fitz and Floyd. Fitz and Floyd holiday decor goes very well. I do like this patriotic little wreath made out of bells, and I think I put that in my cart for myself. I think I put it down, but then I think I pick it up again. I also think at some point here, if I'm not mistaken, I think I find a snow bunny. But maybe that's later. Those mugs were cute of those ghouls, but they were plastic and they were not that clean, so I leave them for somebody else. They had Valentine's here. I don't really do too much with Valentine's. I don't think I really find much else. Oh, I do find these two embroidered welcome spring signs, which again, I make the mistake of not holding them higher so you can see them, which I just am so mad at myself for. But those actually turn out to be Pioneer Woman. And you'll see them more at the end of this video when we go over what I picked up. Christmas section was kind of a mishmash. I don't think I find anything there. Again, I usually do look for Fitz and Floyd Christmas items. I do not see anything there. But there was a lot of stuff, so it took a while to kind of go through. And again, if you see something that that it sticks out to you and I should have picked up, let me know. I do pick up these 4 little snowmen salt and pepper shakers in this box. They're new, and it's a set of 4. And I talk about these later. I do pick these up. I think they're a no-brainer. I can put them in my booths at Christmas time. I can split the set. I look at some more salt and pepper shakers, and I don't know, I just feel like after I picked up that box with the 2 sets in them, I'm good with salt and pepper shakers for Christmas. I do kind of like that candy striped Frosty, but I leave him behind for somebody else. Um, he is cute. He is really cute, but ultimately I do not pick him up. He wasn't really that great a quality, but he was cute. Taking a look at this aisle, I don't think I pick anything up. And there is a wonderful shot of the concrete floor. I'm trying to get better, you guys. I really, really am trying to get better. You just have to give me a little grace. I'm not a pro at this. I don't videotape, for a living, so I'm learning. I am trying to get better. So bear with me. Nothing else, I think, in this other Christmas aisle. I do think this cat is kind of cool, but if I remember, she was expensive. Oh, I do pick up this canteen. This is a canteen. Again, I'm not showing it to you. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? It is a canteen and it is marked that it was made in Spain. And I do pick that up because it's $1.99. And I think people that go camping or Boy Scouts, um, they need canteens. So I picked that up and I actually find one later on. This cat was really cool. But when you looked at her close up, her face was kind of messed up, like the painting had gone bad on her face, and so I do not pick her up. So I think we move around the corner. Yes, and I always like to look at each end aisle just to see like if I've missed anything. This particular lady, I don't know, felt like she didn't feel the need to move her cart, so I barely got through, but I won't even get into that. Um, Here's kind of the plasticware section, and I don't believe I find anything in that section. This is a real kind of hit or miss for me. I don't often find anything in um, this section, but I'm, slowly taking a look so that you can look along with me. I do notice this bottle, and I'm thinking of my brother-in-law's brother because he collects bottles. But the bottle didn't have a top, and so I left it. What I'm noticing here is, I don't know if you can see them there, but they had these metal trays, and they were kind of in the shape of like, almost like a house. And they had an incredible amount of those. Like every shelf had a whole bunch of those, and it just was cracking me up because I thought, where the heck did they get those from? And, who donated all of those? I mean, they were just everywhere. Anyway, I think this is where I find kind of a hand car. Oh, I found another one of those canteens. I put that in the cart. And then I think here I find this ornate carved wooden spoon. And I always like to pick those up because people do use those in vintage pieces. Like if they are missing a ladle or they're missing maybe a spoon that goes with something, they do like to use those spoons. And that particular one, I think, did not have a price on it. And the cashier ended up, I think, giving it to me or selling it to me, I should say, for 99 cents. I'm looking at the mugs, and I do not, I believe, find any mugs. Sometimes I can find a lot of mugs, sometimes I don't find any mugs, but I always enjoy looking through them. But there really was nothing great this time. Cute Christmas mug, but I'm like, nah, I'm not going to pick it up. I will leave it for someone else. These soup crocks were kind of cool, but there were only two of them, and I think I just decided to leave those. And the plasticware, I don't find anything, and I usually don't, but I do like to look. You never know because sometimes people will, put something where it doesn't belong, or they'll try to hide something if maybe they're not sure if they want to buy it. They'll put it in an area where it doesn't normally belong or hide it, thinking that maybe if they come back the next day it'll still be there. Or maybe the Goodwill will change the color of the half price tag, and so maybe their item will be half price if someone doesn't buy it for a week or two. So I know it sounds kind of like I'm being paranoid, but believe me, it does happen. I've heard lots of stories of that. Oh my gosh, here were more of those trays. I mean, they were just everywhere. And then I do kind of look at the Snoopy um, picture, but I ultimately leave it behind. There was nothing else. I don't believe in the next couple shelves. There are more of those trays. Oh my God, they were everywhere. Um, I did kind of like this crab. Um, it was kind of like a crab and shrimp um, bowl or canister. You'll see it in a minute. I also was intrigued by this. I call this brushed nickel three-tier tray, and to be totally honest with you, if it was not, it was kind of bent like on the top. I would definitely have picked it up because I thought it was beautiful, but it was like $12.99. It was kind of high priced, and the top tier was really off center, and I tried to kind of bend it a little bit and I couldn't. That was that little canister that I was talking about there, but I don't pick up either of those items. I think I do kind of go back and forth about that tray. In fact, I think at one point I even put it in the cart, but ultimately I do not take that because it just was too damaged. Here I'm looking at a garlic chopper, and I'm thinking I need that in my life, but I leave it behind. There was a really cute fish here on the top shelf, which I think you'll see in a moment. But I leave it behind. It really wasn't anything that great, but it did kind of catch my eye. This was a beautiful um, teapot, but it had no lid, and I forget what the mark on was it, what the mark was on it, but I think it was Noritake. Yeah, that's that cute fish. He was cute, but I leave him behind. He wasn't anything that great. Nothing really in the appliance section. I always do take a quick look. I don't think I really have ever picked up any appliance here, but I do take a quick look. Lots of crock pots, lots of bread makers, lots of pans. Um, this pan looked really nice, but then when I pulled it closer, it was pretty well used. My kids just bought me the coolest enamel pot. Oh my God, I love it. They bought it for me for Mother's Day, and I love it. Um, I will have to maybe append a picture here, even though it doesn't really have anything to do with reselling. Oh, here I am again thinking about that tray. As I said, ultimately, I do leave it. It's just too damaged up on the top, but it really was pretty. I definitely would have taken it. See, it's kind of lopsided, and I'm turning it, I'm trying to fix it, and finally say, nope, not going to happen, and I leave it for somebody else. Um, the glass section, I think, comes up next, and oh, what? Oh yeah, I must go back to the section where there's plates and cups. Sometimes I move around. Like if an aisle is busy, I'll go to a different aisle. But yeah, there were lots of pretty plates and cups and saucers, but I have enough of those and I just don't want any more. I thought these Christmas ones were pretty, but I ultimately decide no, not going to store those right now. Um, I'll just let you take a look and watch and see if you see anything I may have missed. Please leave a comment below and let me know. Say, Ellen, my gosh, I can't believe you walked past that. I do see this white plate, and I think it might go with two other plates similar to it that I just picked up, but ultimately I leave it. I do like these little rooster plates, but again, I'm kind of feeling like I've just got too much inventory of plates already, and I need to wait until some of the plates I already have sell first before I'm going to be comfortable picking up more. These were intriguing. They were like safari animals painted on glass, and they were interesting, but I thought they were kind of priced a little too high. I leave them. These plates were beautiful, and I forget now what the mark was on them. I just can't remember, but I did really consider picking those up because they were just so pretty, but I leave them behind because plates without saucers, uh, I don't know. I just was like, no, I've got enough inventory and I'm not going to pick them up. I think I show you these plates one more time because they're just so pretty. They were just so vibrant, just beautiful. But I leave them behind. I just wasn't gonna do it. I'm trying to be a little more disciplined. And there's the concrete floor again. I don't know what my issue is. Oh my gosh. And there's the ceiling. I do pick up these glass plates. There were six of them. They're like little dessert plates. I always find that dessert plates are like the one thing I don't have enough of, or I'm always looking for like dessert plates to serve dessert with. There were six plates. They're just glass. They kind of look blue there, but they're actually more turquoise color, which goes with my decor, and so I did pick those up. They were 99 cents each, and I did think they were a little too pricey, but they're good quality glass, and I I picked them up. I fell in love with this bunny. I mean, I spotted her and I was like, I don't care how much she costs, she's going right in the cart. I will show her to you a little later, but she just warmed my heart. I just loved her, and I'm keeping her, and I put her in the cart. This was a bottle in the shape of Italy, which of course is the place of my birth. I am Italian. I was born in Italy. I'm an immigrant to this country. And it said limoncello on it. It brought back fond memories for me, and so I put that in the cart. I was beginning to start to think that this Goodwill was really a good Goodwill. I mean, I was finding a lot. You may have seen that Vera Bradley yellow and black purse. There it is. I do take a look at that because it was an attractive one, and the shape of it was nice. But I thought the price was a little high because it wasn't in the best of conditions. If I'm going to buy a Vera Bradley purse at Goodwill, it has to be mint condition. I will run it through the machine one time with a little vinegar, but I'm not going to be sitting there, taking out stains, and I'm not going to have a dirty purse. So I in the knickknacks section, and I think this is about the time I start to realize I've really been in this store a long time. And my husband, who was in a meeting at this time that I dropped him off for, I think is going to call me soon and is going to be like, "Hey, I'm done," because we were going to go to lunch together. So yeah, I think this is about when I get that call, and he's like, "I'm ready, come pick me up." And so I am having to really hurry here, and I'm suddenly going to like start seeing a lot of stuff that I think is good stuff that I might want, which was kind of a bummer because I don't like to rush through stuff like this. That was a tray I picked up. I'm like, oh my God, which side do I start on to, finish this up? But I start to find some really good items at good prices, and I am out of time. My husband is super patient, and I know he'll wait, but I don't want him waiting a super long time. Like I said, the whole purpose of this was I dropped him off at his meeting so that I could go to this kind of new area, to a new Goodwill while he's at the meeting, and I'm supposed to go back and pick him up, and we're going to go to lunch. So I don't want him waiting a super long time. Um, I do see this. Lenox basket. You could see it kind of there. At some point, I picked that up from my mom. She collects Lenox. I picked that up. I also, I believe, pick up that blue trinket box. I know my mom will love that basket. I'm like, oh my gosh, which side do I focus on? Let me know if you see anything I've missed. I do pick up this little round trinket box, although I swear I am not going to pick up any more trinket boxes. I just can't. I have too many in inventory, too many at the booth. That's a Nippon Japan plate. It is a little scratched, but I pick it up because I think it was ridiculously cheap. So I'm kind of like, how can you not pick that up? I'm good. I don't think I pick up this plate. I leave it. I'm like, no, I've picked up enough of this that hasn't sold yet. I'm not going to pick it up. And you can see my cart has gotten pretty full, and I really am hurrying now. I'm like, oh my God, my poor husband is sitting around waiting. I don't know. I missed that kind of green decanter up there. I don't think I looked at that. Oh my gosh, that was almost a blooper. I almost dropped something there, but I caught it. Nothing broke.
Well, hi everyone. Welcome back to TSR, Thrift Sell Repeat. Ellen here, your friend in the thrifting business. I am your thrifting friend. I am so glad that you're back again, that you're here with me on another daily roundup. This is where I go ahead and I take you along on a shopping trip, and I show you then at the end of the video what I've purchased, what I've left behind, what I think I'm going to sell it at, where I'm going to sell it, all that good information. And if you're seeing this part of the video, you have already seen the part where I have shopped for these items. Now it's time to go ahead and look a little bit more in depth at what I picked up. And we're also going to look at comps, and we're going to see, did I do a good job? Did I pick up what I should have picked up? Or should I have just left behind what I picked up? Let me tell you a couple quick things. I did go to my first antique booth. I have two antique booths, and I always call them my first antique booth and the second antique booth. I went to the first one yesterday with my sister, and we went ahead and we spruced it up a little bit more. I am going to attach some pictures here so you can see how the booth looks. I love that booth. It's just such a shame that that particular antique mall is really not well populated. It's not doing that well, because the booth itself I love. In fact, I love that booth better than the second booth, where I am making much more profits at. The second booth I don't think is as nice as my first booth. So it's really just a shame. But anyway, I've attached some pictures. You can take a look. It's just a really beautiful booth. But I just don't seem to be selling much there. I did lower the prices on a few items, but overall the prices are pretty good that I have there, so there's not much I can do about pricing. I think the mall itself is just not that busy. So we'll have to see. I'm going to stick that out through the summer. If it does not pick up, then I am probably going to let that booth go, and I will take everything that I have at that booth and somehow bring it to the second booth, or maybe half at a time. And just stick with the one booth. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and let's get started with what I picked up on these shopping trips. Ready? Here we go. These first couple items, I don't think you actually saw me shopping for these. I think this was just a little added extra Salvation Army trip that I made with my sister, and I don't think I filmed this. I could be wrong. Sometimes I do things several days after I come back and then I forget what the heck I've filmed and what I haven't, but these 4 items were just seriously too good to pass up. I had told myself I was not going to purchase any more of these items until what I already have in the booths and on eBay sold, because I have quite a few of these, but these were just too good to pass up. I couldn't pass them up. So the first item is this beautiful plate or tray. Oh gosh, I hope the lighting isn't bad. I hope you can see it. Okay, I'm back. I found my magnifying glass. I love this magnifying glass, and I do have a link for it in my description box. It's in my Amazon store. If you'd like to purchase it, it's great. It lights up, it folds. It's really, really a great magnifying glass. But anyway, this does have a mark on it, but the mark is so light. What it says is, it just says Germany. Now I'm sure the mark means something. It's in the shape of an S. It almost looks like a seahorse on an upside down crown is about the best way to describe it. I will have to do some research, and I'll have to leave comps up here after I go ahead and I do a little bit more research on that particular mark. But someone was selling this for $8. I don't know if that was at a booth or if it was at a garage sale or some sort of tag sale, but someone was selling this for $8. I picked it up for $1.97, and yellow was half off on this particular day, so I couldn't pass this up. It has no chips. It is just beautiful. I mean, I think it's just such a pretty tray, dish, whatever you want to call it. So I did pick that up. I will let you know what I'm going to sell that for. That will go to the booth. I also picked up this one, and again, this has the same mark where someone was trying to sell it. Someone was trying to sell it for $5. This one says made in Japan. No other markings on it. No chips. It's really, really cute. It's just like a little trinket dish, a little candy dish, and I swore I was not going to pick up any more until I sold what I have, but I couldn't pass it up because it was 97 cents and it was half off. How can you pass that up? That's what I tell my husband. How can you pass that up? This one also. This one was $2.97 and it was half off. And it's kind of a scalloped little dish. Again, trinket dish, candy dish, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful condition. There are no chips. Both these will go at the booth. It is not worth it for me to put these on eBay unless they're marked with something that is going to make them very valuable. This one with no markings on it, I probably will list, it's very unusual, I'll probably list this one for $10. This one here I probably will list for $8. And then that bigger plate that I showed you, I'm going to have to do research on the mark. This one too, this was $1.97, if you can see it. I kind of feel like the light might be too light. It's a beautiful tray. Someone was selling it for $12, but I picked it up for $1.97 and it was half off. Is the light too light? Can you guys see it? I hope so. It's just a really, really pretty tray. This would be beautiful on a vanity or in a bathroom, anywhere, even in a dining room. No chips on it, no cracks, no scratches. It is beautiful. It is not marked. It has no mark on it whatsoever, so I really can't do any more research on it. I will put this at the booth for $15. Remember, anything you see here, if there's anything you see here that you might like to purchase, you can always shoot me an email. The email address is right here. You can shoot me an email at tsrvintagefinds@gmail.com. You can describe the item that you'd like to buy. I will go ahead, I will send you an invoice, and if you'd like to buy it, I am happy to go ahead and sell it to you. I have to sell it to someone, so why not sell it to you if it's something that you're looking for? Let's keep going. I can't believe I found these. Let me show you these. And these two were not filmed. You did not see me buying these. I actually bought these at the booth where I have my first booth. So I bought these at Prindy's. Another dealer had these in their booth. And my sister and I were just kind of walking around after we spruced up my booth, because we always do that. We always just like to see what people have and if anything catches our eye. And then we also kind of like to just check that I've priced things correctly by comparing it to what other people have priced things at. And my sister is the one that spotted these, and I can't believe it. Wait till you see it. If you have seen some of my other videos, you'll recognize this right away. This is a Hugler Weiss carving. He is a Swiss carver. He is very well known, very popular, and these sell very, very high price. If you go back and watch one of my prior videos, maybe I'll figure out how to leave a link for it in the description box. I found like 6 of these in a baggie one time at Goodwill. The baggie itself, I think, was like $6. I sold each one of these carvings that were in that box. I sold them from anywhere from $35 to $55 each. That's what these go for. The dealer was selling these for $6 each. I think there was one that was $7.50, but heck, who cares? I grabbed them all. So this was one of them. You can see him. He's a Hugler Weiss. He has a pipe. I kind of felt bad because I thought my sister really wanted them for her husband's man cave, but she was like, oh God, no, take them. He's got plenty of stuff. Here was another one. Can you see him? Yep. I think he was the one that was $7.50 maybe. And then there was this one. I don't know, this person definitely didn't know what they had. Definitely did not know what they had. Here's another one. Kind of almost like that first one. He was $6. Oh! Blooper. Or maybe this was the one that was $7.50. I think this was the one that was $7.50. What's it say here? I don't know. He says something on him. Here he is. See him? And he's carrying like this little, I don't know, pot maybe you want to call it. So what a deal these were. What a score those were. I will put those on eBay because it's a specific thing someone would be looking for. They would be looking for Hugler Weiss carvings. I'm going to put those on eBay. And that's how I determine what I put at eBay or what I put at the booth. I think about, is it a specific thing someone is looking for? If it's a specific thing they're going to put in a search engine on eBay, it's going on eBay. I also want to say something else too. I also always think of like financially, you know, is someone going to come to the antique booths where I have my particular booths? Now this might not apply to all antique booths, but where I have my booths in Sandwich, Illinois and in Rockford, Illinois. Are they going to be willing to pay up for an item? And sometimes the answer is yes, but more than likely it's no. You have to look at your socioeconomic environment. And for example, I picked up 2 really nice Jim Shore figurines. They're really big ones. And I noticed on eBay they sold for $250 for the set. Who is bothering me when it's a no phone time? They were selling on eBay for $250 a set, and you could see that there were multiple solds. People had sold them. People had paid the price that it's going to take to ship those because they're heavy. I don't think someone in either of my antique booths where I have them at in that socio-economic environment would pay $250 for those particular Jim Shore items. So again, that's where I make the decision, eBay versus booths or booths versus eBay. So I just wanted to mention that real quick. Let's keep going. The other thing I picked up, do I want to start here? Now this you should have seen, I think, in the video. So I think you saw me pick up, is it upside down? Yep, of course it is. I think you saw me pick this up. This is a cross stitch. This is, I think, the first one maybe that I have picked up of these, but I always see the Niche Lady and Tiffany from Thrifting Vegas and Karen from Lavender Clothesline. Those are all thrifting resellers that I watch on YouTube. I always see them, they always grab these. So this is going to be my first foray into this. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it on eBay or at the booth. I'm going to do some comps. I'm going to do some research, which I will let you know up here. And I will tell you what I'm going to do with it. This is, I paid $3.99 for this. It was brown tagged, which I do not believe was half off, so I paid $3.99. It is a little rough in the back, but I think that kind of probably just adds to its vintageness. So this will be interesting to see where I'm going to sell it and what I'm going to get for it. But I did pick that up. Let's keep going. So picked up this wooden spoon. She charged me 99 cents for it up at the cashier register because it had no price tag on it. I think it was definitely worth the 99 cents. And people like to purchase these if they find another piece where they're possibly missing some sort of spoon or ladle that goes in it. And so I thought that was just a nice piece and I picked that up. I will put that at the booth and I will probably put it at the booth for $8. Kind of makes me sad. I picked this up. This is Lenox. It was $3.99 at Goodwill. It's definitely Lenox. I picked it up because my mom collects Lenox and I think she's going to love this. It's a really cute basket, but I did not notice that it had a chip. It had a crack, and it's a pretty significant crack. I don't know, maybe if you could see it better from this side. She's not going to care. She's going to love it, and she's going to add it to her collection. But I was kind of mad at myself when I was up at the cash register. The lady had already rung it up. There was a big line behind me. I felt like I was taking a long time. I was really upset with myself that I hadn't noticed it because I had made a promise to myself that I was going to slow down and I really, really was going to take a look at stuff better, and I missed it. I missed the crack, but my mom will love this. It was $3.99. This goes to my mom. Different. This is a paperweight and it has what looks like an old photograph of some steamboats, some steamships in it. It's definitely vintage. It definitely, has age on it. It's in great condition though. It was $2.99. I definitely wanted it. I definitely picked it up. I will run some comps, but if I had to guess, I would say I will probably sell this at the booth anywhere from $8 to $12. See if I can put that there. Oh my gosh. That's another blooper. Gosh, that was loud. Jeez. This was just a really cute little butterfly dish, trinket dish. Again, I have to stop picking up these trinket dishes. I am overloaded with trinket dishes, seriously. This is a Special Place brand. It was made in China in 2003. It was $1.99. If anything, I could even put this in one of my bathrooms, so if I'm stuck with it, it's no big deal. But I will put this at the booth probably for anywhere from $5 to $6. Going. Gosh, this gal, this cashier, I think she was a manager too, but she was not happy. It didn't seem like with everything I had in my cart, with the number of things I had in my cart, and as I said, there was a big line. So she opened up some additional registers, which was good, but she was not very friendly. She just shoved everything in this basket that I have here. I picked these up. They were really cute to me. They're pottery, and the price was right. This was $1.99. This was $2.99. I probably will sell these as a set at the booth for anywhere from probably for the set probably around $10, $10 to $12. This I picked up for me because I have a Snow Baby and Snow Bunny collection, as you know if you've watched my other videos. Someone was trying to sell this at an antique mall for $35, it looks like. There's a tag on it. It has no chips or cracks. Goodwill had it for $4.99. That was a no-brainer to me. I picked that up, and that will go in my set. You'll remember this. This was at Kirkland's for $19.95, and it must have been a while ago because the tag sure looks pretty worn, although it could be that because it was outside, maybe it was worn for that reason. But I think you'll remember this. It's this cow welcome sign. Isn't it cute? I mean, it is adorable. If I had a more farmhousey animal type, I mean, I have a more French country type decor. If I had more farmhouse type decor, I would definitely have kept this. It's adorable. I paid $4.99 for it. It's worth every single penny. I will put this at the booth, and I will probably charge $20 to $25 for it. It is really, really cute. These I saw, I picked them up for Christmas time. I will save them for that. It doesn't take up a lot of room. There are 4 salt and pepper shakers in here. They are different snowmans. I figure I could split the set 2 and 2, and I could definitely get probably $10 for each of the 2 sets. Sister, I should have given her hers, and I completely forgot, so I'll have to leave them out. They're just cute. They are the Pioneer Woman. They were at Walmart. It says, welcome spring, and so I thought they were really cute. They definitely go in my kitchen, and I think she would probably, oh, this one, blooper, this one was upside down, sorry. I just picked these up for us. They were $2.99 each. They were so cute, I couldn't pass those up. This, you recognize it from the video. It is for coffee, it says, and it has strawberries on it. It's a wooden box, definitely vintage looking. Strawberries are popular. People do have strawberry kitchens, especially vintage strawberry kitchens. So this was $3.99. I think at first I thought, no, and then I was really glad that I had picked it up. And then next to it I had found, oops, another blooper, the matching one for tea. So there's coffee and there's tea. This one was $2.99 and this one was $3.99. I think definitely worth it. I will sell these as a set for anywhere from $15 to $18. I think you'll remember from the video I found these. These are canteens. I think that's what they call them, canteens. And these are made in Spain. They're really nice quality. For $1.99, I was like, heck yeah. And I can't remember, but these may have been half off even. But I found 2 of them, and I definitely picked them up. I will put these, I'm going to look on eBay. If they're selling on eBay, I'll sell them on eBay, because they're really easy to ship. But if not, I'll put them at the booth. And again, I have no idea what they go for, so I'll leave some comps up here. But there were 2 of those that I grabbed. I also found these. These were 99 cents each. You'll see them. They're little nutcracker in the shape. They're nutcrackers in the shape of like eggs. I found 3 of them. I got them because they really look vintage. I'm not sure that they are, although they do kind of have some crazing on them. They're plastic. They're not glass or ceramic. They're decoupaged, I think, but I just thought they were really, really, interesting, and they just look so vintage to me, and they were 99 cents each. So I picked these up, and I will sell them at Christmas time in the booth, probably for $5 each, I think. I really have been I hate to say it, but with everything going on in the world, but I really have been having a lot of luck with Russian things. I've sold quite a few of the Russian stacking dolls, I think they're called, and I saw this, and it is a music box. Does it work? Oh, it does. I have no idea what that tune is. I don't know if it's a Russian tune, but this is really pretty. There is one, I don't know what you call it, finial that is missing, but you know, you don't really notice it, I guess, that much. It turns, and gosh, I don't even know now if that says Russia. But anyway, I picked it up. It was $4.99. I think it was half off, and that's why I grabbed it. And like I said, for some reason the Russian stuff is really selling well, so I will put this at the booth for probably $12 to $15. If it had not been missing that finial, I would have put it $18 to $20 for sure. I almost don't want to say it. Another trinket box. I swore to myself I would not buy more trinket boxes. This is a trinket box, everyone. No chips, no cracks, in great condition. It was $2.99. I can't remember if it was half off or not. It does have a mark on it. It says made in Japan, and it says bone china. So I will kind of look this up, but if I had to guess, I would say probably at the booth this would probably be $8 to $10, and is worth more than something made in China. Here was one of those little shoes. It was $1.99. I can put this next to a couple other ones that I have, and someone might want to, pick them all up. No chips or cracks. Let's see, does it have a... it says Japan, so it is, made in Japan. I will put this at the booth for $5, and it was $1.99, but it was half off. Yeah, these were interesting. Let me get out the second one. Ooh. Okay, we're going for a record of how many bloopers we can have in this video. Yahoo! You just really have to watch the way they wrap this stuff, because there's nothing worse than bringing it home, and if you missed a crack, you missed it, but if you know there wasn't a crack, or you go back and you look at your video and you see there wasn't a crack, it's really disappointing. These were $1.99 each. Really pretty. They're purple. They look like, what do they call these? Violets, maybe? I'm not a real flower plant person, but I think they're violets. And it's the creamer and the sugar, which is awesome. They were $1.99 each. I did grab those. I do not believe they're marked. Oh, they are. Hold on. Stand by. Correction. They're actually numbered. And they say... Oh, these might be Noritake. I don't know why people insist on calling me right as I'm filming. Hold on. Stand by, everyone. Stand by. It says G. The mark says GC Japan. And it says fine china, hand painted, and they are like numbered. Like this is IVD 454. I'm gonna have to look those up. I don't know that mark, so I'm not gonna say what I'm going to put these at, or whether I'm gonna put them on eBay at the booth until I do a little more research, which I will put up here. Really fabulous. I couldn't pass him up. He is Occupied Japan, I believe. Oh, wait a minute. No, it says bone china. and it says lace. Oh, there's another mark too. It is Japan, and it says Royal Japan. Hold on. Hand painted Royal Japan. I'm going to have to look him up. He was $3.99. I'm not going to be able to say whether what I would charge for him, or I may keep him because he's spectacular. I may put him in my collection, but let me do some research and see that brand, that Royal Japan, what he goes for. I do not see any cracks. So there were two of these. This one's a boy. See him? He's like laying down in a cart with like this bike, and this is a girl, and she's laying down in the bike too. So there's two of them. They were $2.99 each. They're not marked or anything, but they sure are cute, and they do look vintagey. I'm going to do a little research, see if I can find anything out about them, but if I just had to guess, I would say they are going to go at the booth for probably 12. I think I'll put them $15 each, but I will say if they want to buy the set, they can have them both for $25. Something like that. Okay. Let me bow my head in shame. Another trinket box, dish, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, it was just really cute, and the reason why I picked it up is because it says Music Box Company. It's the San Francisco Music Box Company. San Francisco music boxes do go well. The only thing is, let me see if I can remove the tape. I don't know if it really is a music box, because it sure doesn't look like it, but let's see. Let me remove the tape. Oh my gosh, it is. That's another blooper. It is. It is. Here's the music box part of it on the lid. How you really look at these things and how you transport them. There is definitely a chip on this petal of the rose. So I will, whatever this is going to go for, I'll leave comps here. It will have to be lowered the price because of that chip, but I'll let you know. I'll leave comps here. I'm going to change my battery because I can see that my battery is about to go off. I don't know what happened there with my camera, but I was saying, if you go to the website, I have not had time lately to work on it as much as I wanted to. I am so close to finishing my beginner's guide to thrifting and reselling. I seriously think I have like 2 chapters to go. But if you watch some of my latest videos, you know my parents have had some health issues. My father just recently got released from the hospital. So life has kind of gotten in the way a little bit, but I am going to get back to updating the website, adding additional content. But please, if you get a chance, stop by the website. It really, I poured my heart and soul into it, but it needs a lot more content. I know it does, and I'm getting there slowly but surely. But stop by if you can, take a look at it. There's some downloadable printables there. There's a blog, there's a thrifting forum there. But I promise you I'm going to add more content. Other than that, what else can I tell you? I can tell you that my husband and I are going to get away for 2 weeks. We're going to go to Arizona, and for 5 of those days we are going to take off and go to Vegas, which we are very excited about. We have tickets to see the Eagles in concert on their final tour at the MGM in Vegas, so we are excited about that. Well, he's excited about that. I could do without the concert, but I love going to Vegas. So we're going to have a few days of fun and relaxation. We need it. And then we will be back for a final week in Arizona at our park model there. And then we will be back in Illinois. So I will be taking videos while we are gone. I don't know that I will be getting in as many shopping trips as I usually do, but I will try to post a few things here and there. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you have a fun weekend coming up. I am so glad you're here. Please consider subscribing to the channel. It would really help me out, and it would encourage me to continue to make these types of videos, and it would encourage us to have this friendship. Drop me a line at the email if you want to. Make comments below if you want to. Hit that thumbs up button. That would be great. Don't forget to check out some of my links to items in my Amazon store. All of that helps continue the channel. So thank you again for watching. And as always, I wish you the best finds. Bye.